because these tools in many ways are magical. And what they do is that they build trust. And this is so critical. And this is what I'm going to talk about next. How can you build trust through these different platforms? And the first thing we have to really be able to answer is, what the heck is trust in the first place? And I've seen so many good definitions of trust, but this is one of my favorites from the conversation. Trust is a mutual effort allowing an existing relationship to operate with minimal stress. Seeking to be seen as trustworthy, on the other hand, is an individual initiative directed at those who you have yet to meet. So I want to stick with the first part of this definition. Trust is a mutual effort allowing an existing relationship to operate with minimal stress. Now, what happens in the virtual video world when you're spending the first 15 minutes of your conversation, tweaking different things in terms of audio or video? All of a sudden, you've added stress into that meeting. And that's why all of us have to understand how we're able to be tech savvy in this digital world and leverage the tools and technologies around us to have a seamless experience, especially if your goal is to be able to build trust. And for many of us, that has to be at the center of what we do. So I want to talk for a second about just investing in infrastructure when it comes to having these conversations around working remotely and what's important in this world, knowing that many of us have been thrown into it, and maybe we haven't invested all that much in the infrastructure around us. For just a few $100s, you would have the web camera, the microphone, all of the technology you needed to be able to have a seamless experience and to build trust with the person on the other end. And when we think about this infrastructure, it includes things like our internet connection, upgrading your internet connection to be able to live stream or do video calls more efficiently. Investing in that is one opportunity. Getting the best web camera out there. Again, it doesn't have to be expensive, $100, $120. Getting that technology to make sure that you put your best foot forward. Even simple things like a small little light that can brighten up your face. I mean, this is a much more trustworthy scenario if people can actually see you and feel as though that they can be able to see you clearly and you're not sitting in a dark room. And even things like audio first, getting a good microphone for your computer so that you sound crisp and clear. I'm presenting to you from a studio right now, and we have many of these things, and we've invested in this infrastructure. And that means hopefully you can see and hear me clearly, and we're not messing around with any technical issues, and that's important because I want you to be able to actually hear and listen to what I'm saying. So investing in infrastructure is absolutely critical. If you have not done this yet, and you want to be able to succeed in social, or build a community online, or do more in the virtual space as far as even video calls, you might have to put a few $100s forward to get the best technology out there. And at the